So this is the cover that I worked on yesterday, and I have been wanting to do a peacock journal forever, and I've just been throwing everything I could find of this color into my basket. Yesterday I finally decided I was going to do it, made my cover, so I'm going to put together signatures today. I have to first look at the size. So I've got, I'm getting ready for, my inside. So this is how thick I want my spine to be. And I think I put it about 1.5 inches. This is a pretty cool roller. Great for centering. Yeah, so my binding, or my spine is going to be about 1.5 inches. And then the journal itself, so I do not want to go over 6.5 inches on my signatures. Probably keep it closer to 6.25. But this is going to be the cover when I get it finished. Anyway, so this is what we're doing today. We're going to make some signatures for this journal. And with 1.5 inches, I can do 3 really thick ones, or I can do, 5 or 6 smaller ones. It just kind of depends on what the pages look like when I'm done. This is my basket of stuff that I've been throwing in there. Plus, this isn't it. Look at this, you guys. Plus I've got all this. I mean, I tell you, I've been thinking about making this for a year. So I'm going to start by grabbing some of the pages that I've just been tossing in here whenever I find them. Not sure what I'm going to do with that napkin yet. Anytime I see things of this color, it's actually, I started doing this a long time ago. I've had this card. This is junk journaling. I have been holding on to this card for about 6 years, thinking I can't throw it away because it has really neat, sparkly, beautiful colors, and I know I'm going to do something with it someday. And finally, 6 years later, here I am. So if anybody tells you that you're a hoarder and you need to get rid of your stuff, there's a story that you can tell. All right. And I will look up where I got the digital kits from and post them on the video. But I can't tell you right now because I just printed it out and had it in here forever. So the first thing I want to do, this is legal size paper that I coffee dyed, and I want to see if this is going to fit. Now see, that's going to be too big. 7 inches. Let me show you. So if I were to put these in, it would stick out. So at this point, before I start ripping up my papers, I have a couple possibilities here. I could tear it up and just have a torn edge side, or I could be thinking about what I'm doing on the inside. And I know I'm going to have fabric on the inside. If I have a little bit of ruffles and lace coming out of the side, then I won't have to trim. And I can go a little farther. So let me give you an example. So if I end up doing something like this, right? Where I've got something sticking out the side, then when I have this in, then it's okay because that gives me another 1/2 inch. And I think I'm going to do that because I'm already going to have to be tearing up and shortening pages as it is. So let's make that plan. Okay, so now we are looking at 7 inches. That's right, this is 11 by 14 inch paper. Okay, now some will be smaller than that, but 7 inches is my max. Oh, these are more digitals. I think these I bought off Amazon. Look at these. Aren't these cool? I don't really care for the other side. I mean, I could scan it if I wanted to and use them, but I really, but I do like those. Dang it. Oh, that means I'm going to have to scan them. I really like these as pages. I could color copy it. I don't want to. Okay, I don't like the inside of that one, so that one's good. How does this even go? This. Okay, so that's good. I don't use digitals a lot, but I think they're really pretty. And so when I do, I appreciate the work that goes into them. But I don't like the lines on the paper. I think it takes away from the image on the background. And I know some people prefer that, especially in the beginning when you're learning how to make journals, and it's really easy to just throw together a kit like that. But I like the actual design instead. So that one looks good. Ooh, I like those. And I don't really like that because it looks more like wood. So this I'll use for cards. Ooh, these are pretty. These are meant to be small little half pages. Okay, I think I'll trim those down and use those as they are intended. And I please, but I would really like this as a whole thing and not a small one. What I could do is do it like this and then make little flip-ins that could go on another page. I don't know. I think I'm going to use that whole thing. This is gorgeous. These are pretty. Oh, that is, do I have 2 of these? No, but maybe match. Do I have 2? Ew, look, you guys, I have 2 here. Oh, I don't know. I like this brown one, but I really like this. I could fold those. Okay, we'll go with the small. This one is beautiful. And of course I love the browns, but you know what? I'm trying to go colorful with this, so let's do that. This is pretty. Think about that one. Ooh. Ah, and I like this too. Let's see if I put that over. Oh, I could do that as a top bit. All right, save that for my embellishments. This one is a little too pink for what I'm doing, so I will use those. These are more Art Deco, which I'm not really doing right now. I'll keep that background. Background. I do kind of like those. I'm not sure about that one yet. Oh, there's some more of those black ones. There's that other one that I really liked. Did I save it? I think I did. Where did it go? Well, I'm going to use these as journal cards. Now this one, use those as journal cards. Ooh, these are cool. They're different. I like that guy. And I like that guy. Let's take those. Good, I have another journal I'm going to do with dark blue. I'm going to save that for that one because that's a little purple. And oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So I'm going to speed this part up, but what I have to decide here is whether I want to back each of the digital prints front to back. So I take two prints and glue them together to make one page, or do I want to keep them individual and attach them to coffee dyed paper or tea dyed paper? And what I chose here ultimately was to put them back to back. So I'm going through and looking to find pairs of pages that match, that would look good as a front to back page. And this was great until I got to a couple digital printouts that didn't quite match. And then, do I want to put some of these together? I don't quite. Fold equally, but if I turn this one over, and they do, I think. Let's see. Let's test it. And that's, you know, there is one good thing about digitals. If you mess up on something, you can reprint it. So if I put one up, folded it the wrong way. This way. Alright, so if I put one upside down and one right side up, then yes, they do fold properly. You think it looks too upside down? I think it looks okay. I'm gonna go for it. And then these ones I will save. Okay, so what I will do with all of these is I will glue them together and fold them, trim them, and then they will be pages for a signature. So they will open like this. And then these ones I'm going to cut in half and fold, so they'll be small little bits. So those will be pages. Now what I don't know is how tall. So I better figure that out. And I will be adding stuff to the top also. So this is 9 inches, so it'll probably end up being about 9.5 inches when I'm done, at least. So I need to tear off some of this. And there we go. Just a little bit too. I wish I had the patience to make my own paper. It's really fun and it's really easy. I just, you know, I don't need another craft. Tell you what. All right. Okay, so the next part of my signatures, I have a couple books that I've been gathering. Pelican and the Peacock, Proud Peacock, and Suki and the Invisible Peacock. This one, when I was looking at, it's a little too sailory, but I am going to be making a sailor journal. And so I think I'm going to keep this one for that. This one, I really like this book. I was thinking about keeping all the pages intact and putting them in this journal, but they're all one signature, whereas, you know, little golden books are a couple signatures, so you can take it apart and make the journal and add more pages but still keep the story intact. With this one, if I was going to keep the story in order, I would have to do one big journal or one big signature. So I think I'm going to just pull a couple pages out of this one and put those in signatures. So I will pull 3 and then I will save the rest. I'll put them in my my vintage paper box where I keep all of my fun signature pieces, and use it in there. Okay, so that one is too yellow. Which is the most beautiful of all the birds, peacock. I like, this one has lots of the colors, so that one is probably a yes. So we know that one is too yellow. That one's a yes. Let's try and find 3 more. That one, not enough peacocks. There's not a peacock on this page though. And there's no mention of a peacock on that page. So I'm gonna say no on that one. There are, see if I can get one more. Okay, so I have 3 of those. Although to make it more special, maybe I won't do 1 in each signature. So which 3 do I like? I like the, what's the beautiful peacock. This one has a lot of other animals. Which one? I think I'm gonna go with that one. Okay, so save these for later. So those go in my box. And this one, I was going to make a whole journal out of this book. So you can see I started to take it apart. I've got the spine here too. So I started to take apart. Now this is where I was talking about how you could keep the book, keep the whole book intact, but make different signatures. Because when I took this book apart, you can see that there are several signatures there. So I take the first signature, and as long as I keep these pages in order, then the story stays in order. So I just, you know, stick other pages in here. So this would be 4 signatures in this book. And if I break it up, I would have to tear some pages. So I think because I have so much extra peacock stuff, I'm going to save this one too. All right. So that's those. I'm just going to start grabbing things now. I have these 2 envelopes here. And these are great to use in the middle of signatures because you'll undo the envelope. Okay. And then when you put it in your signature, you're going to put it like this. So the holes are going to go here. This will be the middle page. And you tie your signature here, glue the envelope back up. Then you can't see the tie binding. And there's also a handy little envelope in the middle. So I have two of those that are just the right color. They are too tall. So when they're too tall, there's two things I could do. I could trim it, glue it, and just kind of make a new envelope, or I could glue this and make an opening here on the top so it's a place to tuck in a long tag or a long folded up piece of sheet music or something. So we'll see what happens. Next, I know that this book will probably have some great pages that I can use, or images. This is a neat image right here. And all of these are good. Let me see. So if I put this in like this, or this is so pretty. Could cut it here. Seven inches would give me to right there. That would be pretty. And then trim that a bit. Or the other thing I could do is fold along here and have it be like this, and then open to a plain white page. And this one's harder because that's a bigger thing. Or I could put them, but I already have a lot of colorful pieces. You know what? I am going to hold off on these. Maybe I can use, ooh, look! Uh-oh. A peacock. All right, time out. I gotta find where the signature is. Okay, a happy find. So let's see where this signature starts. Is that it? I need to take off my glasses. I can't see that close. All right. Where does this one go? Those out of my way. Okay. Time out. Time to do surgery. Okay. So that was a good find. So what I will probably do, remember I was talking about how I could close up here and make that a tuck? I might make a journal card out of this. gonna be a lot of pictures in this one. No one's gonna want to cover anything up. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's another peacock right there. And that's a door. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, I gotta take him out. So the last part is to go through all my vintage pages. I've got a whole box of stuff that I keep and save. This is a little too wide. Yeah, I would have to take a lot off of that one, and that would ruin those ads, so I'm not going to use that. This is an old title to property that I found, and I've been just pulling off a page here and there. It's got the best texture. So I will grab one of those pages. And this has been put together with brads. And I don't know, is there a way to undo brads? If you know, tell me. But this just makes some nice pages. So I'll grab a couple of these for my journal. I like the writing on here. They had the best handwriting back in the day. I want that to show. So there, I'll use 2 of those. And I've got this big music. Let me do a small one and a taller one. So let's go like this. Okay. And when I put these in, I like to make pockets or fold in pages out of these. So fold it about right there. And I don't decide if I want it to be a pocket or a fold out page until I have it in my journal, and then I see how it looks and what I want it to do. There's that one. And this one. Go in or out. I think we'll go in. There's 7. Right there. There's a couple of those. Let's see what else I've got here. Old cookbook. Looks like this signature is ready to come out. Where's my... I think this is an old Joy of Cooking or Betty Crocker one. I think it's a Betty Crocker. I don't know, one of those cooking people. If you see string like this, either cut it or pull it down. Do not pull it up or you will rip open the page and not be able to use it as a signature unless you put it back together with washi. That's awesome. Oh, it's Women's Home Companion Cookbook. Okay, so we'll use that one. We'll just use one because this isn't really a, you know, the cookbook doesn't really fit in here. I've got my Japanese dictionary. This one is really hard to get the signatures out of. And these are so thin. It's ripped right there. Making you guys nervous with my X-Acto knife pointed towards my body and my fingers right there. I think this one might end up being washi taped. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we got it. Well, that one's definitely ripped right there. That's okay, because there are 8,000 pages in this book. So open it to the middle. Take out the inside. A little of the string left. Trim that. Okay. And see how that's ripped right there? I can fix that with a little bit of washi tape. So the rest of it is pretty much together. I'll use that one. That one. So I'll use 2 of those. Put these back in here. Oh, these are fun. Some children's book pages. I'll grab one of those. I think I'll grab one of these. Maybe 2. These are always fun to include. Little ledger page. Let's look at the birds. Ah. Okay, so I got a few things here. This is the last pages I have of this flower book. That's a neat little surprise page to put in there. And this was an old coloring book. And I love the little bits of crayon. Let's see if we can find one that has a bit of coloring that matches our peacock colors. Purple. It's kind of close. Red, no. Red and purple. Red. Nope. So we'll save that. This is textbook. Since I'm a teacher, I always try to throw in some textbook pages. All right, look at that. It's good for journaling cards. Ooh, the answers. Algebra answers. Yeah, let's grab some of those. Okay. And then there's this little things that I found, but they have some neat poems, and they have, look at these illustrations. They're so sweet. When I do some of the more old-fashioned style books. Oh, look at it, baby. Look at this one. Isn't that precious? This is Ideals Publishing Company. They used to print a magazine called Ideals Magazine, which I also get a lot of my ephemera from, my vintage magazine pages. I used this one in a journal. I had 2 of these. I used this one and one that I just made. Just great illustrations, but nothing that goes with what I'm doing today. I don't want any cookbook pages. These are my random odds and ends. Let's see if I have anything in here. No. I could use that. I could use this. Make an envelope out of that. Maybe. I already grabbed one of those. We grabbed one of those. A letter. Somewhere I have an entire box of letters that I got off eBay, and I was looking for those the other day, and I cannot find them. That's the right colors, but it's really thick. So I think I'm going to pass on that one. All right, so stick these back in. Teacher's word lists. Let's grab one of those. We'll cut that into two. There's another big textbook. Let's grab some of these because these are wider than the other one. Where did my X-Acto knife go? These are fun. Just grab a couple of these. Okay. I'm going to trim this so that we can fold it up. So it needs to be diagonal so that it doesn't get sewn. But we can fold it up like that. So then it'll open. Time's up for now. Next time we will sort and assemble the signatures. See you soon.